Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I have a reorganization project for you guys. Now I don't know how long this is going to take me. It's probably going to take me a couple days, and so therefore probably a couple videos. But we're just going to go with this and see how it goes. So I ran into a problem probably about 2 weeks ago when I had a layout that was 4th of July. It was literally of 4th of July, and I could not find any of my 4th of July products. No patriotic products whatsoever. Now, I don't always, actually, I pretty much rarely scrapbook themed, but every once in a while I want something themed and I want to be able to find it. And the same thing happened. I had some first day of school photos and I couldn't find my school supplies anywhere. So what I've decided to do, and this is going to give some of you guys anxiety, I know this, but we're going to work with it. I am going to take these, I have 4 of these baskets full of these. But what I did is I took out all of my color sorted ones, and I'm going to take these apart and just throw all the embellishments that are in here in a bag. I will save that for another day to sort through. I will sort through them, but I'm going to save that for another day. I never pull these out, ever. It has been probably 2 years since I've pulled out the color sorted ones. I will pull out the ones that are sorted by manufacturer because I do have a few that are like labeled LE Studio, Pink, Pretty Little Studios, October Afternoon, and things like that, but I never pull the color sorted ones ever. It's even so bad as, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like dust that is on these because it has been that long since I pulled them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these and empty them. That's step 1. Then I have cut out all of my labels or printed all of my labels for the categories I picked. Now there are a few categories that are not actually on here. There's going to be 2 labels for each category. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to fill these with all the small embellishments, and then I have these large like 13 by 15, I think they're 13 by 15 bags, which is where I'm going to put any of the themed papers. I don't suspect that these will be that filled except for the ones that I have collection kits for. So I have a couple Echo Park collection kits that are themed, like especially for camping and like beach. So those bags for those particular ones might be pretty full, but I don't suspect my Easter, my sports, my Thanksgiving one, I don't suspect those ones will be very full. But I do have a few that are not, that only have 1 label, and the reason for that is because I already have a Thanksgiving folder here. I already have one. Same thing for Halloween, and same thing for Christmas. And actually Christmas, I don't even have a little label or a label for one of these for Christmas because Christmas has its own 12 by 12 iris container already. So I don't need to have a little 4 by 6 iris container for that. And I do have some baby products pulled already because I was starting to pull things for Kaylin's baby album, but I'm having a hard time. I'm going to go ahead and start a new bag and just compile it all together. So first thing we're going to do is empty these boxes and get our bags and our boxes labeled with the new categories, and then I'm going to pull some supplies and start going through that. But first I've got to get these emptied, and this is the part that I think is going to cause some people a little bit of anxiety, but just stick with me. I promise this is going to be okay. I promise. I also need to dust these off. Okay, now we have this massive bag die cuts. And I will come back to this and go through these. There's a lot of really cute things in here that I will go through, especially like since some of these things are themed for the categories I'm talking about. I'm going to actually go ahead and pull out this stork and put that in the baby one. So I'm just going to seal up this bag, and we're going to set it aside for now and not worry about it. Okay. Done. Next, I want to go ahead and label these boxes. Label these in these bags. Okay. And this is going to be really hard to have all of these on camera at the same time. So we are really just going to do like section by section and see how this goes. So I've got baby and baby. Travel and travel. School and school. Camping and camping. Beach and pool. And beach and pool. Sports. Sports. Easter. Easter. July 4th. July 4th. And then I've got Thanksgiving and Halloween. I only have one of each of these because I just need the little container for those. I've already got the big ones in those plasticky folders already. So I do have this, which already had some sports themed things in here. So I'm going to leave that because it was already separated that way, and just label this. And I just have to be aware that I label them all on the top side up. Wow, these things were so dusty. And I'm not going to keep them in the same place that they were. I'm actually going to keep them in a different place. That way when I'm looking for them, I can easily go find them. And I've got these bins. I've got 2 of these baskets sitting right here to my right. So I'm just going to put those in there and then pull them out as I find products. All right, let's do baby because I do have a baby product sitting right here. And then this will make it where the 12 by 12 bags, or the large bags, pretty much just have papers in it instead of having embellishments, unless it's like a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers or something like that. Okay. I've got a Thanksgiving one here, and I do have this labeled already for October afternoon, so I'm going to leave that in the little baggie, but put it in a Thanksgiving bin. And we are literally going to go through all of my supplies and look for these themed things because I am just tired of having these layouts that I want to complete and I can't find the products I'm looking for. It's irritating me if you can't tell. All right, let's do Halloween. And I'm sure I'll come up with more categories, but these were the ones I thought of off the top of my head, and I don't want to sort everything by theme. I just want to sort some of the main things by theme. These are the ones I could think of. Now, I could always do like wedding and things like that, but I'm not going to do that because that's just getting a little bit too nitty-gritty. These are the categories that I know I scrapbook, and these are the ones that I scrapbook by theme. And I don't always scrapbook these particular ones by theme, but I do sometimes, or at least I have in the most recent past. I did do some Easter layouts here not that long ago, and I didn't have a single Easter product. I don't even think you could probably tell that the photos were Easter, truly, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. If I had the Easter products readily available, I could have pulled it and found them, but I couldn't, so I went with a regular kit that I was working with. All right, I need Easter. Travel. I will do the bags next. All right, travel. Easter school. Just need to do travel and school. Then the rest of these go in the bags. Travel and school. Okay, after I do these and label the bags, I'm going to go through the little bags that I have sitting right here and see if there's things I need to take out of there to put in these little containers, just to keep it from being quite so bulky. I'm just going to label the top right of each of these, just so it's easy to find the label to know what it is. I am, if you haven't figured that out, I am one of those people that likes to organize and sort through things, so this is kind of like a therapeutic project as well. I find this fun. And I may get bored with this and then stop sorting through things, but at least it's going to give me a good start to this project. We'll see how long I'm motivated to continue to do this. I have a feeling it'll be quite a lengthy project though, because this is something I need to do. I have this one labeled. Let's label this one. I already have it in a bag. There we go. And what this is also going to do is it's also going to give me the opportunity to take apart some of the collection kits I have, because I don't ever pull the collection kit unless I'm looking specifically for that kit, thinking, you know, keeping that kit in mind. So by doing it this way, I won't have to look for the particular kit. I might have 5. The other thing is to not have like 5 collections that are beach themed and have them in all different places in my room. I want to have them all together. So let me just lay these out. I'm going to, for right now, just stack these. Oh, I have an empty one. How did I do that? Okay. Camping, Easter, school, sports, and July 4th. And then the other key to this, I'm going to turn these around so I could just slide them in as I find them. The other key to this is not making an absolute ginormous mess. Like, for real. I cannot have a huge mess in my room. I just cleaned it. I have my coffee here. So I can't have a ginormous mess. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bag up because I just put the other ones up. I think I'm going to have to stand for this because I have a feeling I'm going to be moving around. Okay, let's look at what I already have here. This looks like a bunch of larger items except for those brads. Oh, no, that's still larger. That's too big to fit in my little container. Yeah. Okay, so this is the only thing that really could go in this container, but I'm going to put it in here. And that keeps the bulky things from really being in these. Okay, and then I do have another one labeled baby album, and I'm going to go ahead and move this and consolidate this, and then keep this envelope that says baby album and start printing photos for the baby album. Okay. See, why do I have 2 baby themed bags. That's really unnecessary. All right, never mind, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take this off and put this bag up as well, because I won't put my photos in these bags. I'll put my photos with the rest of the photos I print. Again, trying to keep things simple, trying to keep things organized in the same method. All right, Thanksgiving. Where's my Thanksgiving one? Thanksgiving. All right, I don't really need a baggie for this. It's a single pin. Okay. I used to try to keep the name of everything, but that's not really necessary anymore. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's getting easier already. Consolidating things. Okay, and then these are some stickers. So that's a large sticker, so that's going to stay in there. Halloween's a little bit of a different story. As you can see, there's quite a bit in here. But it's so bulky. Let's just look. Okay. I have all these little baggies. I will keep the October afternoon ones together because they have such a different feel to them. Yeah. Anything that won't fit, I'm not putting in there. All right, and this is a die cut pack that's going to stay there. So actually a lot of this won't fit in there. Most of it is bigger items. Yes. Okay, so these are going to go back in here. All right, so that's Halloween. And I'm going to put Halloween and Thanksgiving over here because most of those I already have separated. It's mostly these other things that are not separated. All right, I'm going to put my little bags up so I don't have a collection. Okay, and I am literally just pulling the things out of my ottoman that are collection kits, and apparently I do have some already sorted like this. I just didn't even realize it. Okay, so, but things like this where it's the Happy Camper collection, I'm taking it out of this bag. And now that things will be sorted properly, it'll be a lot easier to find them. Okay, so my question is whether I should put the cards. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cards that are already cut apart into the little containers. I may switch that later, but for now, that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to make sure. Yes. Some of these are not actually themed for camping, but I'm thinking I'll keep it together. So here's the dilemma. This is where I hesitate. Okay, so like this paper is not really camping themed, but it goes with this collection. So do I put it in here with camping? Same thing for that one. That one obviously is camping themed. That one's not. That one's not. That one's not. This one is. This one is. It's got the trees. That one's really not. And then these are. So now. No, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I might be crazy. I might regret this. I'm going to put the ones that are not camping themed in with the regular 12 by 12 paper that I have. I'm going to go through that whole bin as well and sort through that, but for now I think I'm just going to put the ones that are not totally themed there, because otherwise that's the whole point of this, is to have the exact things that are themed together. So I'm going to take this one out. Ooh, I hope I don't regret this. And let's find camping. Put these in there. Okay. I have this, which is a travel sticker book. And I also have some United States map stickers. So these all go in travel. I know I have thrown a lot of the themed collection packs in that ottoman, because that's where I was keeping the collections that were already together. So this part is actually going to be pretty easy. A lot of those things are themed. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this bag anyways because the bag is ripped. This will give us a good opportunity to go through this. All right, I've got a 6x6 pad. I've got two 6x6 pads here. I've got a stamp. Okay, I've got some cards. Okay, so some of this is travel and some of this is camping, so let's look. Okay, this is all camping. And then these are travel. Yes, these are all travel. So camping and travel really can go together, but I kind of think of them as separate things. Yes, this is camping. Put the tent in here. And this. I'm not so sure about 6x6 pads. I feel like they should go in there. I'm going to set these aside for right now, because if I start putting 6x6 pads in here, it's going to get super bulky super quick. So maybe what I'll do is put these in the same bin that I'm storing these, but beside it instead of in the bags. All right, let's see what's next. All right, a bunch of collection kits. So this one is the wildlife. All right, that's just the title, so I will get rid of that. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. That's not camping though. Okay, this is definitely camping. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay. I don't know if I had two sets of those papers or if it just came with two of each paper. Because the other Echo Park collection I just had did not come with two of each paper. Alright, and then I have this stack of papers over here that's going to go back into my regular paper storage. Alright, this is We Are Family. Alright, and these are really not themed, so these are just going to go into my regular paper storage. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, this is such a pretty kit. To me, that's travel, so I'm going to put that in travel. And stickers, okay. I keep the stickers separate, and that will go in my sticker storage. Let me add this to travel. Oh, this is going to be so nice when this is done. I think what I'm probably going to do is, after I finish doing this, go ahead and do those few layouts that I had set aside to complete because I couldn't find the products. Okay, this is Jack and Jill. So this is travel because it's a map. Oh, I love this collection. Isn't this fun? Let's say this is travel as well. Some of these are really just going to be up for debate as to what you would call them. And a sticker sheet. Okay. Non-themed. Sticker sheet. Travel. This will also help me when I'm creating my stash kits because I will have all of my papers in one spot. All right, this is a We Are Memory Keepers quoted. Okay. Sorry for all the rustling. Okay, let's get rid of that. This is not really themed. I mean, this has got anchors, so I would say that was beach. The rest of this is fairly neutral, as far as theme anyways. There's lots of colors. No question about that. And stickers. Okay, to come up with a new trash bag here. All right, stickers. Papers. I have to move my 6x6 pads already. Okay. Those will go there. All right, a beach. Okay, here is an actual beach themed one. This is Splash, the collection kit for Splash by Echo Park. Oh yes, definitely. Water, splash, fish. See, that one's not though. Neither is that one. Nope. Oh, these are beach umbrellas. Nope. I'm not going to say that's themed because that really could go as anything else. Waves. Yes. Okay. Oops. And as I use these cut apart sheets, I actually may go back and cut this one apart because it has the cover page on the back side. If I had a pattern paper on the back side, I would keep it together and only really cut it apart as I need it. But that one I may actually go back and cut apart. So look what I found while I was doing that. This is a stash kit that I created a long time ago. And this is a lot. Look how fat this thing is. This is a lot. And it was kind of buried. Didn't even realize it was in there. So I'm going to set this aside. Ooh, maybe I'll work with it. I really don't know. I might have to disassemble that one. That's a stash kit I didn't know was together. All right, working through. All right, I found some wood veneer for travel, and I'm going to take it out of this pack. I don't always do that, but there's only 4 in here. There we go. All right, and look, I have some things labeled beach and pool. So let's go ahead, put those in here. See, there's 6x6 pad in here as well. And this says travel, but it sure does look beachy to me. So let's take it apart. Okay. Okay, these are not in a container, so I'm just going to cut this off. There, put those in there. So this is really not beachy themed. There is 3 stickers with anchors on it. Well, I guess it has shells. Okay, that's anchors. This is not beachy themed. So that's going to go in my scraps. This is not, and that is not. Okay. So these are going to go here. These other ones that I just took out are going to go into my paper scraps. Gracious. Okay, the 6x6 pad, move that. And I do have this. This is a 7 Gypsies tag collection. Okay. Then we have my travel album papers. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is travel. And I'm going to take it out of this little bag. Travel. Oh, I love these. Travel. Oh, yes, I forgot I had bought these. Okay, the rest of this should be travel. Let's just look. Yes, map. Yes. Oh, no, this is not travel. That's not travel. This is. This is not. This is not. Not. That is. I don't see that as travel. The suitcases are not. Okay. All right, my alarm just went off, so I'm going to stop here for the moment. And I'm going to continue to go through my ottoman for now and see what all I have in there. And this exact same thing is going to happen. I have more and more collection kits that I'm just going to go through just like this. And I don't really want to put those in here, but we're going to do that for now. I feel like that's going to bulk it up. All right, so I'm going to put this one aside. This is my Pretty Little Studio products, which I always keep separate. But I'm going to continue to go through these. This is Farmer's Market, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing, continuing to do this process. All right, guys, I will be back with an update shortly. Okay, I just wanted to pop in real quick. I am done going through my whole ottoman and sorting through all of the things that were in there. So let me tell you what I have come up with and what the next steps for this will be. Okay, so I made lists. So I ended up adding one more category. I added the category birthday. And the reason I did that is because I have a couple papers that literally say like happy birthday, birthday wishes, and things like that. So I'm only putting the exact things in there that have those words on them. If it's like a colorful confetti paper or something like that, that's not going in there. It's really just the ones that are very specifically birthday. So those are going in that category. Other than that, all of the same categories are still here that I showed you to begin with. Now, in the ottoman, I ended up having 17 pocket page kits still in there. One stash kit, which I have right here. It's pretty hefty. It's got a lot in it. So that is actually what I'm going to be working with next. I was going to create a stash kit, but since I already have one and I did not even know I had one in there, I'm going to go ahead and use it. I will not be killing that kit because there's a ton in it. I will use it for a couple layouts and then I'll disperse it into my stash. And then we will create a stash kit together. But I'm going to go ahead and work with that one since it's already put together. But I'll share with you what is in that kit. And then I did find 3 12x12 styled scrapbook kits as well. So I have a total of 20 unused kits in that bin. And those are the ones that were, already curated. Those are not collection kits. Those are actually like kits that were purchased. So I have 20 kits in there. I have one stash kit, and then I ended up making a box, like one of those photo boxes, where I'm going to put the themed 6x6 pads instead of having them in these bags. I just put all the 6x6 pads that were themed in there, and so far I think I only have 3. I still have a lot of my scrap room to go through. But just in that bin alone, that's kind of what I've come up with. So another thing to note, if I have a die cut package that has 40 pieces in it, but maybe 2 or 3 say happy birthday, I am pulling out those happy birthday ones and putting them in the birthday bin. You can see right here. I've got a few that say happy birthday. I have a few birthday candles, and then I have an elephant with the birthday hat. So I just pulled those out of the die cut pack, and then I put the rest of the die cuts back in their package and put them with my die cut storage. So just the specifically themed ones are coming out. The biggest thing is I don't want to put a ton of things in here and then not be able to find them later. But I do want to be able to say, okay, I'm doing a travel layout. Let me pull out my travel themed things. Oh, here's all the travel stuff. Not have a million supplies to go through, but literally have just the travel things together. So that's kind of my goal. And then the other thing to note that I did is that for the collection kits that had a bunch of different supplies in there, if it wasn't something that was specifically themed for that, I am making a pile on the bottom shelf of this desk, and I will show you a picture of that here. Of just a pile of supplies that are going to go back into my stash. And instead of going ahead and putting those in my stash, I've just made a pile of those. Now the bags and things like that I have put up as I've emptied them, so I don't have a lot of that stuff sitting around. But there's a pile of embellishments and stickers under this desk that as I pull out those drawers and go through them looking for these themed things, I will sort those back into those. But I do need to just make sure they're good. I found some stamp sets which I need to repackage and put with my stamp set storage and all of that. So this reorganization, it was really about pulling out themed items, but it's kind of turning a little bit more into a sorting project where I'm kind of like sorting and putting things back where they go and recategorizing things and things like that. So we are literally going to go section by section through my scrap room and do that. And all the while pulling out things to put in these themed kits. So these are themed bags. They're not kits, they're bags. So there's some that are really bulky, like this baby one is pretty heavy. There's a lot of papers in here. And then there's ones like this school themed one that probably has, I think it has a sticker sheet in there, maybe 4 or 5 pieces of paper. I've got Easter and birthday and travel. The travel one's pretty heavy. Beach and pool. Actually, it doesn't have that much in there. I thought it was going to have more. Camping. 4th of July and sports. See, these are still empty because I haven't found any papers in those yet. I do have a few things in the little sports 4x6 photo thing, but I don't have any papers yet. And then here is how these are going. Here we go. And then I have the other box has a few of them in it and a couple empty ones as well. But they are going well. I've got things sorted in here, and I even actually put the Project Life cards that I came across in here that were travel themed. I need to just look at these one more time and make sure, but yes, at least one side is travel themed. And so I'm going to put those in here, and we are going to also go through my Project Life cards as well. So that will be part of this project. As you can see, none of them are overfilled by any means, but I've got things like this one has Brad's in it. The beach and pool one has some tags in it and some dimensional stickers. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I did not change anything with the Halloween and Thanksgiving. I didn't find anything in addition to that yet, so that's still sitting over there. And then look at this ginormous pile of papers. Can you see how heavy, how big that pile is? These are all the papers that were in those collection kits that are not technically themed. Yes, some of them are super colorful and could say, oh, that would be a perfect school layout. But if it doesn't actually have a specific school theme to it, I'm putting it with my regular paper storage. Now, this does not fit in my regular paper storage right now. So that's part of this whole process of the recategorization and the sorting and all of that, is to make sure everything is where it should go. So whenever I'm looking for things, it's easy to find them. Plus, this is really giving me an opportunity to look through my stash and kind of change packaging and repackage things into new ways that I store things and all of that. So I am going to be working on that for the next couple days with you guys. Now that I have looked at this, before we move on to the next section, I am going to keep this tent here because I will never refine that one again. But now that we are here, before I move on to the next section, I'm going to go ahead and take some of these die cut packages and just break this apart and put it in here. And this is one where it's all camping themed. We got a canteen, we've got mountains, we've got boots, we've got fishing, all of that. So this is going to go right here into the camping one. Yes, just like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here and take out any of the die cut packages that are like that and go ahead and put them in their little storage, because that will cut down on some of the bulk that's in here. Plus it'll make it a lot easier that if I just pull out this, I've got, you know, them readily available. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we will move on to the next section in the next video. All right, guys, thank you so much for being along this process with me. I hope this kind of helps with any reorganization or inspiration that you may need. I love watching organizational videos whenever I am kind of either just scrapbooking or in the mood to scrapbook, because it really makes me, you know, start thinking about things and just gives me a little bit of motivation. So I hope this is helping you guys. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever, and we'll be back soon with another video. Plus I'll be sharing that like that unboxing kit thing for the stash kit that I'm working with. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.